Darjeeling to Sikkim motorcycle tour. Welcome to my travel blog. I have traveled to many places in India on my Enfield Bullet, and one of them was in August 2018, where I started from Kolkata, traveled through the length of West Bengal visiting Murshidabad and Darjeeling, then to Sikkim and its capital Gangtok, from there to Nepal, visiting Kathmandu and Pokhara, riding through the entire length of Nepal to cross the border towards Uttarakhand, reaching Dehradun in about a month. This is my third travel blog video. After 3 days of sightseeing in Darjeeling, I am going to Sikkim, and that is the road I took to go to Gangtok. My 3 days of sightseeing in Darjeeling, well, it was something like this. Mostly drenched in rain and the cold that comes with it. No sun, mostly foggy atmosphere, in spite of the rain and the poor climate. I went to see several places in Darjeeling, although it wasn't very good. I went to Netaji Subhash Museum, several monasteries, Tibet Museum, Padmaja Naidu Zoo, and the Himalayan Mountaineering Institute. But I couldn't go to all the places because of the rain, and one of them is this Dali Monastery. This I think is one of the famous ones in Darjeeling, and I couldn't go because of the rain, and the cold, and the fog. Well, you can see for yourself. See my windshield mirror on the bike. So I just wanted to get out of the place as soon as possible. When I started my ride from Kolkata, I hadn't made much plans after Darjeeling. Somehow I decided on going to Sikkim. I don't remember why. Sikkim state has some specialities. Look at the map. It has got borders with 3 countries. And I'm going to its capital, Gangtok. This is the road I took from Darjeeling to Gangtok. Most of it goes through the state of West Bengal. And a major part of this road, up to a tourist place called Kalimpong, is a very good, scenic, beautiful road. So in this video, you can see the beautiful places on that road. You have to climb down the Darjeeling hills to reach the Teesta river, and then the road goes through one side of Teesta. Anyway, I'm just leaving Darjeeling and the rains are still with me. But it soon vanished once I left Darjeeling. It seemed as if it wanted me to go away from the place. And from here start some of the beauties made by man and nature. I'm not sure what this is, some kind of a temple or something. Looks very different. The day was getting better, there was no rain after Darjeeling, and this road is mostly dense forest for about 30 kilometers, and it is always downhill. Sometimes very steep and very less populated. There are only very few small villages on the sides of the roads. There is one eco-tourism place called Lamahatta on this road. It is about 23 kilometers from Darjeeling. Well, nothing much to see there. I think there is a small park and that's it. You can spend probably about 10 minutes over there. The roads over here was very good, with very less or at times even no traffic at all. And most of it is very steep downhill. I'm on the bike, so I switched off the engine and I started to enjoy the nature. The sound of the nature, the winds, the forest, and its silence. I didn't see any heavy vehicles on the road, and only very few villages. That too, not many people. And this is one of them. Well, the thing is, if something happens like a puncture or something, vehicle breakdown, then you are in trouble. Not sure where the next petrol pump would be, so I switched off the engine. To enjoy all this, the forest, the tea estates, the wind, and it was very windy that day. The road is in very good condition. Could be because I didn't see many vehicles on this road. But at times it is a very steep slope. You are advised to go in first gear in most of the places. But not me. Anyway, I got the result of that. About 10 kilometers downhill, my bike's rear brake drum got heated up and there was smoke coming out of it. Then I started using only the front brake. It has a disc brake, and towards the end of this hill, that got heated up. I mean the oil in it. But check this out, a poetry by Public Works Department. Not sure who came up with it, but it is very apt for the situation. Look at the beautiful sky, and the wind, and the combined beauty of it all. Riding my bike downhill in this place felt like a totally different experience. This is one of the best roads I have seen for taking your bike. for a good ride. You will totally enjoy it. And now I have reached almost downhill. This place is Teesta Bazaar. Let us thank the PWD for the good road. And this here is the reason for very little traffic. No, and even no traffic at all on this road. This bridge, it is small, so large vehicles can't come through it. Only small vehicles. It is an old wooden bridge strengthened by steel beams and all that. And it is over one of the tributaries of Teesta River. Even here not many people, and I stopped for a tea break. And then for the first time in this ride, a small glitch. My bike is not starting. Well, usually it behaves very well. It hasn't given me much problems all through the years of my long rides. Only few small problems, few punctures. One time the accelerator cable got cut, another time the chain. So I am confident about her, and as usual, on the road again. This place is the end of the district of Darjeeling and the start of Kalimpong. And the road conditions, the climate, the people and all that changes from here. It is not something what I saw in the hilltop in Darjeeling. From this point onwards, the Teesta River is always with me, on one side. Up till, I think, the border to Sikkim. And Sikkim border is bound by two rivers. One is Teesta and the other it's one of its tributary. And this road to Sikkim is mostly going through West Bengal on one side of Teesta River on the right side, and on the left side of it is Sikkim. The climate has changed here. It has become slightly hot. The Teesta River looks all muddy, probably because of the rains. You cross this Teesta bridge and you go some distance, and then you will get a diversion which goes to Kalimpong. This is another very big tourist place. But this is not the road to Sikkim. I took a wrong turn here, and it was my mistake, not the mistake of Google Maps, which usually is. It usually takes me to wildest of places. Not this time. It was showing the correct route, but the problem was that there was no route boards or signboards to Sikkim. It just showed Kalimpong, and this seemed to be the main road, so I just took it by mistake. As usual, I backtracked, came back, and this is the road to Sikkim. On the left side is the Teesta River, and on the other bank is Sikkim. This bridge you see on the top, I think it goes to Sikkim, but maybe not to Gangtok, somewhere else. This is a main road. It is in fact a highway. It is the main connecting road to Sikkim and Gangtok. But at times and in many places it is very narrow. Lot of twists and turns. And of course a very good road to enjoy the nature. See the Teesta on one side. Looks mighty. See the power of the river, the water flowing through it. From here onwards, the road is mostly like this. Not too much to talk about. One side the river, then the road, then the hills. That's mostly it. And even here, in spite of being a highway and a main one at that, connecting Sikkim and Gangtok, there is not too much traffic. And the centers of population are also very far and in between. But the good thing is that the road is good and you can enjoy the ride. Take a few photos of here and there, mainly of the Teesta River and the forest. At few places you can see houses and huts made of wood, probably because wood is cheap. This road up to, I think, the border with Sikkim is almost flat. There is not much steep climbs or downs. And even after crossing the border, it is not much steep hill to Gangtok. One regular feature is the number of landslides. Most of these places are landslide prone, and that you can see quite a number of them on this road. Apart from that, this road up to Rangpo, that is the border with Sikkim where you cross the Teesta River, is something similar to what you see now. And the thing is, even before reaching the border with Sikkim, that is Rangpo, my GoPro battery ran out. So I'm going to stop this one here, and in the next video you can see the sights of Gangtok. The link for that is given here. And finally, before I go, don't forget to like and share the video and subscribe to my channel.